What is going on YouTube? Let's yap. Let's have a bit of a yap session. So some of you, if you've paid attention or if you've watched any of these recent videos, know I'm at the end of a prep, and my goodness, this has been fucking difficult to say the least. I I thought, or at least I was under the impression that this prep would be significantly easier. And yes, this is going to be a yap sesh. So if you're not here for it, fucking skip the video. I I have some things to lay out, but my goodness, this prep has been so difficult. I am, I think, 2 weeks and 2 days out from the show. So I'm right there. I'm right there. The finish line is right there. And I thought doing a show prior, last year when I did my first show, I thought, doing it through NPC, which if you catch my drift, would make things significantly easier. And I also thought me starting a little earlier would also aid in the look. Well, if you're a longer time subscriber, you saw my first freaking video at the beginning of the year, talking about like New Year's resolutions and shit like that. And then like I just dropped off the face of the planet. um, life got difficult, life got busy. Sometime in I think January, February, maybe March, I ended up in the hospital with rhabdomyolysis and gastritis, and I was in the hospital for 3 days with that and dealing with that. I had a really shitty nurse tell me I could never do bodybuilding ever, like just quit, and pretty much. So that was cool. And then I basically was like, they announced the show here in El Paso where I live, and I thought, what a perfect opportunity to take advantage of something that is here, and it's sponsored by my gym, and they're paying for the show, like for my entrance. So I thought, what a perfect opportunity to take. I'd be dumb not to. Bodybuilding is the career I am pursuing actively, even if I'm not the best bodybuilder in the world right now. I have to talk my shit. I will be Mr. Olympia one day. That is just it's without a doubt. It but back to the story. I basically started my prep 2 weeks after getting out of the hospital with gastritis and rhabdomyolysis. And I thought it wouldn't be so bad as long as I stuck to a diet and a training plan and all this jazz. I should be making progress. Well, basically, I made no progress for, I don't even know, 8 to 12 weeks, maybe something like that, somewhere in that range. Made practically no progress. I started prep at like 224, maybe. And before I hired my coach, I got all the way down to a whopping 217, I think, maybe 220. And man, I tried all sorts of dieting and everything, and I thought I was going to be able to do it on my own, but I just was not able to do it. And then I hired Brinks. Shout out to Brinks. I love that guy. And he made a world of difference. And I think it was more of an accountability thing, maybe. Now I had somebody telling me what to do and how to do it and when to do it and why to do it. And I think that cleared up a lot of confusion I was having. And so, I mean, not to say like it's that simple, because like there's so much more that goes into all of this, but you know, starting with Brinks, fuck, it changed. It was night and day. As soon as I started with him, I started dropping the weight. We weren't making the progress I wanted to, or that he wanted me to make as quickly as he wanted, and then all of a sudden it started falling off. And now we're definitely on track. Still not going to be, fucking shredded to the bone for this show. We did discuss maybe doing another show afterwards in order to hone in on the, getting shredded. But that's where the big difficulty stems from. Somewhere after I started with Brinks, I for some reason hit the metaphorical crack pipe and was thinking like, oh shit, I'm gonna fucking win this show overall. Like, fuck yeah, like I'm the fucking shit. I'm gonna win this show. I'm gonna get invited to a national show, and then I'm gonna go fucking lose over there. But at least I got a fucking shot at pro my first year in NPC, and that is just not the case. Maybe like 2 weeks ago, I got off of that freaking metaphorical crack pipe high and realized, oh, I'm microscopic. I have no chest. I have no back. The only thing going for me are my legs. And even then, I think they're just okay. I have no abs at all. And you can see glute striations right now, somewhat. Like, this is fucking ridiculously hard. And it's so much harder than I thought it was going to be. But what I've come to the conclusion is on the pursuit of greatness, which is me being Mr. Olympia, the number one in the world, it is supposed to be fucking hard. And if it wasn't, I would be doing something fucking wrong. This is the hardest shit I've ever done, hands down. And it's not to say like now I'm good. Like I'm still, basically I wake up every morning, I eat my meals and I go throughout my day and I'm basically just like, when do I get to go to sleep? And that sounds really depressing and it sounds like a depressive episode or something like that. But no, I don't, I think it's just more about like, I already know what to do now. I already have somebody telling me what to do. It's just about getting through the day, hitting all my marks, and embracing the fucking suck and realizing that this is something I signed up for and that it's a privilege and not everybody gets to do what I do every single day, and not everybody will be Mr. Olympia like I will one day. And it just sounds so cocky every time I say something like that, especially where I'm at now, because my goodness, I am years away from Mr. Olympia. I'm years away from pro. I thought maybe another year or two, but in the grand scheme of things, it's probably about another 3 or 4 years till I'm pro, and maybe 3 or 4 years after that, I'll be Mr. Olympia. Regardless, I will be Mr. Olympia. It's gonna happen. That is, I won't let it not happen. I will do everything in my power to make that happen. But I've had some fucking tough, tough ass days. Last Friday, today's Thursday, um, Thursday the 7th of August, 2025. Last Friday, my coach finally gave me a refeed, and I, I was so excited for it when he had told me the Monday prior that he was gonna potentially give me a refeed, dependent on how I looked, midweek check-ins. I literally cried. I cried because I've been, hungry for so, so, so long. And he finally granted me a refeed, which that day was just um, 6 rice cakes and a cup of rice. And I think that was it. I could be wrong. Um, and I thought, like, I cried, you know. I cried that I was going to get fucking extra food. I never thought in my life I would cry over food. Granted, last year I, you know, in my prep, I was bulimic and all this stuff, but that was just because I had a poor coach, like a really bad coach who did not guide me very well and misled me a lot. Um, Anti shout out to that guy. But this year I haven't dealt with any of that really, and I even in the middle of the prep before breaks, I was even eating fucking food breaks. What I termed food breaks, I literally would like mix all my food together in a bowl, blend it, and then bake it, and then that's what I got to eat that day. And I was hoping I would kill the idea of food. Man, it got bad. Like I was trying anything and everything to make progress, and still wasn't until Brinks. But you know, back to the refeed situation, I was so excited and I cried, and then that Thursday, that midweek check-in, he was like, "Yep, you're gonna get a refeed on Friday and Saturday," and he told me what I got, and I was so ecstatic. And then that Friday came, and I had all this stuff, and I was so out of it. I was overwhelmed. I had so much anxiety. I had like a mental breakdown that day, and my goodness, this prep has put me through it. And my girlfriend's out of town now, and I'm taking care of our dog, or at least I'm trying my best. And I'm taking care of the house. I'm still working 2 jobs, and I just like it all built up, and I felt so alone. I felt so vulnerable and ready to just call it quits. But I know that when I become Mr. Olympia, I will look back on my first NPC prep, and I will be very, very grateful for every fucking horrendous second of it. Because now I have a lot more confidence in what to do next time. I know I have a good coach on my side, and I know that the people who are actually rooting for me and not against me. And I'm still ready for this show to be over, because I know I'm going into this show only to beat myself from last year, which I already have. So I've already won that battle like weeks ago. Um, so it doesn't feel as sweet, but I'm going into this show knowing I'm pretty much going to lose, but that's okay. That's not the point. The point is I beat me, and I'm ready for the grow season now. And I'm so ready for the grow season. I'm ready to really hone in and lock in and actually get big properly, and not just, big and fat. But I am excited for so many things. I still have 2 weeks and 30 days or 2 days, whatever it is, that I have to get through, and I will get through them. I'll get through them. It's right there. Finish line is right there. But I just wanted to make this video, sit down, let you guys know what's been going on through my mind. I'm also trying to chase, sponsorships eventually. I really want Raw. I know for a fact I want Raw. I love Raw. Um, they're the most consistent nutrition company I've had the privilege of being able to afford to buy their things, and I hope I get to work closely with them and be one of their main athletes one day. I'm also chasing controlled insanity. I love Kev Strength. I love everything that he stands for. I love that everything that control stands for. Um, I'm trying my best to become better at making YouTube videos more consistently. I'm gonna try my best. I am trying my best on social media as well, like Instagram, and I got to re-download TikTok and all that stuff, because I think it's beneficial in this day and age to be somewhat good at those things, or at least be posting on those things. Um, and I did set a goal for YouTube right now. I'm using my girlfriend's camera, which I'm very grateful she lent it to me. It's a Canon G7X1, the first one. Good little camera. But I said if I get 1,000 subscribers by the end of the year, I'll get myself a Canon EOS RV. I think that's what it's called. Just a little upgrades to up the quality of the videos, but I also need to be consistent. I need at least one YouTube post per week, and I'm actually trying to do three right now. It's a little difficult sometimes, especially right now with the brain fog and just being really tired all the time. But if I can hit those marks, I'll give myself that as a reward in order to make better content for you guys. And maybe I'll put in, or I will put in more effort into the videos themselves. Right now, they're kind of slapped together, but I kind of like that. It's an easy way for me to film and edit and all that jazz. And it honestly, I like it. Big inspirations from like Killdozer and stuff like that. So, when I can eat and do other fun stuff, look forward to those videos. I'm gonna be doing videos with my girlfriend, little challenges like food challenges, maybe gym challenges, stuff like that. Going back to being able to enjoy life a little bit more until it's time to lock in again on a show. But until then, you know, thanks for watching. I really appreciate you guys for sitting down and talking with me, but my camera said that was enough. Well, but yeah, that's it. You guys be safe. Please subscribe. Remember, 1,000 subscribers. That'd be fucking awesome. Maybe I'll even do like a giveaway or something, if I can afford it. But yeah, that's it. I'll catch you guys in the next one.